House selling negotiation strategies. When you sell something that's worth as much as a house, you're almost always going to get offers that deviate from the original selling price. The negotiation process is something that you must be skilled at. It takes some learning, but at the end, you can save thousands of euros. In this video, we will explain the most common situations in the negotiation process and how to deal with them. Conducting a good negotiation process is based on a number of basic concepts. One thing that is very important is controlling your feelings. During the negotiation process, you can feel pressured and take the wrong decisions. What you need to do is realize where you stand. You need to realize that you are offering something that the buyer wants and that you usually have stronger stance than you think. You have to be prepared to reject an offer that the buyer makes, and you have to keep hope that there are other buyers that also want your house. On top of this, you have to know the condition that the market is in. Before starting negotiations, it's important to know what the average value of the house in the area are, and that you know what kind of money you can expect from the sale. It's also important to give yourself enough time to sell your house. If you feel like you have to sell your house quickly, you'll be tempted to accept a lower offer earlier. During the negotiation process, there are some basic rules that you need to follow. First of all, you should write everything down that has happened during the negotiation process. You don't remember everything, and you should know what arrangements you have made. Furthermore, all negotiations should be done eye to eye instead of over the phone. It's easier for a buyer to say no over the phone as opposed to a personal conversation. Let's say you don't agree with the buyer on the current offer and you want to make a counter offer. In this case, there are some points that you need to keep in mind. Primarily, you should think twice before accepting an offer where the buyer must sell his or her house first, for the obvious reasons of having to wait for the buyer to sell his or her house, who in turn might also have to wait. You have to ensure that you don't end up in this cycle. Moreover, don't take small things into account. For example, if a buyer wants to include the 10-year-old fridge in the sales price, don't be hesitant to accept it. Remember that you can always buy a new fridge when your house sells. In conclusion, always consider all offers that you get. In the negotiation process, always know where you stand, but always consider the needs of the buyer and try to find the best compromise for you. At BerlinPropertyMarket.com, we offer a free house sales guide that, amongst the negotiation process, gives you more information on several subjects involved in the sale of your house.